I had discovered I had a crick in my neck after I shot a video with Conway from Griselda, and my son was jumping. I had just came back I had just gotten back to New York, and I was just keeping up the schedule. So I was like, you know, we did the listening session. So now the next thing I was doing was my video with Conway. So we did that. My son was in it, and he jumped on my back. And so by the time I got to the crib, I noticed like I had like a pain in my neck, but I was like, you know, I didn't think it was as serious as it was. But what it wound up being was the start of inflammation. So what inflammation winds up doing is, like I said, it puts your cells on fire. So once that match is lit, and I already had autoimmune with diabetes, I was prone to get lupus. So that's what happened. So basically, during the whole quarantine, I'm taking muscle relaxers, not knowing that this is lupus. I didn't know it was lupus until I got a spine tap in May. So from March to pretty much the beginning of May, I was weaning off of these muscle relaxers that my primary physician had gave me, which was wrong. I should have went and got an X-ray. No, you know, in hindsight, but because I thought it was something that I could just shake off, it didn't happen like that. So the muscle relaxers, when you take a muscle relaxer, what it does is it essentially attacks your whole body. It doesn't know to just get the pain. It goes so with the fire in my cells and the muscle relaxer, it stiffened me up. It's like almost if somebody sprayed a fire extinguisher on you, and it's a grease fire. It's the wrong thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, long story short, I've said this before. I have actually had spoke to Kanye about it because we were doing a bunch of business at the time, and I was like, "Yo, dog, I'm twisted. You know me. I run for the money as much as possible, but I had to sit down." And he was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? You know, talk to Kim. She can help you find a doctor in New York." And boom, 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 boom. So Kim Kardashian actually helped me find a doctor, an urgent care to go to, and they found lymph nodes on my I forgot what they call it, but they found like these little things on my lungs. So they thought I had pneumonia. They sent me to the hospital because the whole time I'm thinking I got COVID. I'm like,
oh, you were. So okay, I was gonna say
yeah. The whole time I thought I had COVID. This whole time I had thought from March to that I was like, there's no way I ain't get COVID, because I was like, yo, I went to Paris in March. I came back. I got worse and worse and worse. My condition was deteriorating day by day, and I was like, yo, there's no way I ain't got COVID. You know what I'm saying? But I took a COVID test. I took a Hep C test. I took an HIV test, and it all came back negative. So it was like, yo, okay, so if it ain't, what is it? Right. So then I had to go take a spine tap, and then that's when they discovered it was lupus. And it was initially a rough go because I hadn't been drinking or smoking for a long time. And so when I had the intake of hydrochloroquine and steroids, it just really put me in a really crazy space. But I worked through it, and like I said, I'm blessed.
that's amazing. That is so